What's good? This is JVB representing SPD, and that is sportsperdim.com. Let me talk about Dan Trevathan real quick. As you guys know, on Friday, the Chicago Bears and Dan Trevathan agreed on a 3-year extension worth up to $24 million. I like the deal. Originally, I didn't think Dan Trevathan was going to be back. I thought what Nick Kwiatkowski did in his absence, he balled out. You know, he showed up and he showed out. And I thought that's who the Bears are going to try to keep. But as I was thinking about it, and then I start seeing more articles about Nick Kwiatkowski, you know, the teams that are going to be interested in him. He's going to have a lot of suitors. He's going to get paid. So putting all that stuff into perspective and seeing that Dan Trevathan got injured in his free agent years, so you're going to probably be able to get a discount on him compared to if he played the whole season out, because before he got hurt, he was balling too. You know, he led the team in tackles. He didn't have a lot of sacks, but he was creating a lot of quarterback pressures. He was on his way to making big bank. And I guess you can say 3 years, $24 million, you know, if he fulfills all the incentives and everything like that. You know, that's not nothing to shy away from. But Dan Trevathan, you know, with his pedigree, he's one of the more underrated players in the NFL. And I'm not saying that because I'm a Chicago Bears fan. I'm just keeping it real, you know. He's not a top 100 player. You're not going to see him on the NFL top 100 and all of that. But he is a very good player. He's been a very good player for a very long time in his league with the Denver Broncos and now with the Chicago Bears over the last 4 years. And possibly an additional 3 more years added on to that. But I believe it was a good deal. $14 million guaranteed. That's what he's going to be getting up front. I can't get mad at that. You know, it's not my money anyway. But I can't be mad at that. Dan Trevathan's 29 years old, going on 30. He's been a good player for this team. He's been a good player in general his whole career. A good player on the field. An even better leader in the locker room. You know, he's one of the voices that these guys look up to. He's a very influential guy in this Bears organization right now. You know, him, Akeem Hicks, Allen Robinson, you know, guys like that. You know, those are some of the leaders of this team. But he's been very good on and off the field for years now. The only big negative is, besides losing Nick Kwiatkowski, because we all know that's going to happen now, the Bears already have Roquan Smith, who's coming back from a pec injury. They just extended Dan Trevathan, so they have their interior linebackers over the next few seasons, hopefully. But for Nick Kwiatkowski, man, he did what he had to do. You know, he came in there when Roquan Smith no-showed that game against the Minnesota Vikings, and then he took over for Dan Trevathan for the remainder of the season, and he balled out. You know, he played very well. He looked like a starter. The problem with that is a lot of other teams are now looking at him as a starter, so he's going to get paid like a starter, and he deserves to get every penny of whatever the team that he signs with, whatever they give him. He deserves every cent of that because he worked his butt off. He did what he had to do. He did it at a very good level, and now he's going to get paid for it. So to Nick Kwiatkowski, appreciate everything you did for the Bears. You know, you balled out this past season. But good luck on your future endeavors to whatever team you go to, and go ahead and make that money, man. But back to what I was going to say about Dan Trevathan, you know, the only con to me and for everybody else is the injury history. Now, he played the whole 2018-2019 Bears playoff season injury-free. But he has shown some nicks here and there in the past. And, of course, he had the season-ending injury last year. But that's the risk you take in sports. There hasn't been a whole bunch of Ironmans in the sport of football. You know, football is a very demanding sport, especially at the middle linebacker position, because you're always running into that offensive line. You're always going head on with running backs, with fullbacks, with tight ends. You always are interacting. You always running into something. You know, it's different than playing quarterback, because at least for quarterbacks, you know, you can throw the ball away. You can run and scramble. You can get out the way. But for a middle linebacker, it is a very demanding position. So you never know. You know, something can happen crazy at any moment for anybody. But that'll be the only thing that I'm actually worried about with the Danny Trevathan contract. But overall, I'm cool with the extension. You know, it's good for both sides, the Bears and also Danny Trevathan, of course. You're going to lose Nick Kwiatkowski, but he's going to get paid, and I'm happy for him for that. But for the Bears, you got your two starting inside linebackers now, you know, Danny Trevathan and Roquan Smith going into next season. But for the Bears, you know, you got this one out the way, but you still got more work to do. You know, free agency coming up soon. You still got to get quarterback competition for Mitch Trubisky. You got to bring in a tight end. You got to shore up the offensive line. You got to get a rushing outside linebacker. You need to bring in another safety. You still got work to do. But as far as Danny Trevathan is concerned, you know, I like the deal. 3 years, $24 million. And I know he's happy to remain a Chicago Bear. He was talking about raising that Lombardi trophy, and I sure as hell hope that they can raise that Lombardi trophy pretty damn soon. But they still need to do some work. Ryan Pace, Matt Nagy, keep putting in the work. Make this team better, because this team should be better. And if they not, well, we all know what's going to happen. But I'm out. Like the video and share the video. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Until next time, take it easy. God bless. Peace.